All right, y'all. We moving into the code language conversation. We're gonna enjoy this one, chat. Double talk. Like we always do with the code language conversation, we always start off with the definition or the overview of the term, and then we go from there. Chat already going crazy. He said, "Phone now. What you know about that, What you know about that? Yeah, phone now. Yeah. What you know about that, boy? Don't tell me you've been through my city. Yes, sir. But double talk. Definition or overview is language that appears to be earnest and meaningful, but in fact is mixture of sense and nonsense. Definition 2, inflated, involved, and often deliberately ambiguous language. Double talk, intransitive verb. So I'll read the definition again of double talk. Language that appears to be earnest and meaningful, but in fact is a mixture of sense and nonsense. 2, inflated, involved, and often deliberately ambiguous language. So that's the definition of double talk. He said, Pop's a real one. Yeah. All that. So that's the definition of double talk. But the reason why we wanted to cover this one is because being in this space, you see a lot of it. A lot of double talking. Oftentimes when you actually do reaction, when I do reaction videos, when I watch other people's reaction videos, do reactions to reaction videos, oftentimes people who do really good reaction content, which I feel like I do, Souls of Thought does, Uncle Plug does, Riva does an amazing job. She my favorite content creator. These people who do reaction videos, you actually become really, really good at listening. You become if you were already good at listening, you become better because you end up putting in hours and hours of listening to take in and then respond in real time as well. So you end up being able to do it a little faster. Double talking is one of the things that I notice the most often when just listening. Sometimes when somebody's trying to drive home what could be perceivably an invalid point or a moot point, if you let them talk long enough without interruption, they end up saying something on both sides of their own argument. And that's what I call double talking. When you say a little bit of what you're trying to say, and you say a little bit of the stuff that would counter what you're trying to say. And so you end up somewhere in the middle for real, but you really over here. You say a little bit of what you're trying to say. You say a little bit that counters what you're trying to say. So you end up somewhere in the middle, but you really over here for real. That's the double talking. We've covered it. A lot of the, if y'all look at my playlist for Let Them Crash Out, a lot of the crash outs are notorious double talkers. They double talk left and right. I was listening to some Sarah Fontenot today. One of the best, most profitable double talkers in all of social media. Shout out to Sarah. Uncle Plug said River TV. Yeah.
Classic.
Sure. Yeah. But Sarah, she's one of the most profitable double talkers there is on all of the internet. She does a great job of double talking, eloquent with her double talk. But I heard her say something like, it's not about a man's money, but I can't date a man that makes less than me. But it's not about the money. It's about the lifestyle, the ambition, the something else, this, that, and the third. And it's just like, at the end of all of what you're saying, it's about the money. See, you double talking. When you contradict yourself in the first two sentences and then talk and tap dance around the contradiction that we already acknowledged, that's double talking, right? Because by definition, it is a language that appears to be earnest and meaningful, but in fact is a mixture of sense and nonsense. So sometimes we gotta get back to calling spades spades. They say everybody contradicts themselves at some point. Well, I think there's a thin line between becoming a hypocrite or contradicting yourself and just changing your mind, right? If you ask me how I felt about something 5 years ago, and then you ask me today, I may have changed my mind. That doesn't make me a hypocrite. I might have learned some things, grown and evolved in some ways, and my perspective is more evolved. And so I have a different answer for you today. That doesn't make me a hypocrite. But I think hypocrites, it has to be something closer to like real time. You just said this, now you saying that, you tweaking. But double talking is hypocrisy is like double talking's big cousin. You know, it's like double talking's big cousin. And I think that this actually wasn't supposed to be the code language today, but I decided not to use this for the code language for the queen codes because I don't know what they're gonna say. And if they end up double talking and then we do this as the code language, it could get sticky, chat. It could get sticky. So I was like, I'm gonna cover this afternoon and we gonna let the ladies breathe. All right. You know what I'm saying? We want them to come back. We want them to come back. But yeah, man, that's the code language for today on double talking. Let me know, chat. Y'all experience any examples of double talking recently that just threw you for a loop? Like, wait, how you did you just? But I just heard you. What the? Do you know that I'm listening? Never mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to me, chat. But yeah, that's the code language for today on double talking, man. Yes, Lord. Yeah. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a cash app. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold.